All right, welcome back. Like I said at the top of the show, political season is heavy upon us. We have presidential aspirants declaring every other day, but that's not all that's happening. Of course, there's elections across board from state governors to state legislatures and all of that. So don't pay too much attention to the presidential one. But most importantly, we seem to be having a lot more conversations about aspirants as against we, the voters, what we're planning on doing. And I have here with me now Hawa Alabra, who is the former executive and founder of Pull Up Nigeria. Thanks for being here today. I want to talk PVCs because we can't talk about it enough. We seem to get very excited about candidates every day without asking the important questions of, are we even ready to vote? Do we even have our PVCs? What's the feedback you get from people? Do you think there's still the apathy that people think there is? Because I keep going back to Anambra State, the elections last year in Anambra. The turnout was abysmal. And people seem like to believe that has set the tone for what to expect. What do you think?
Thank you so much, Ebuka, first of all, for having me. So for Pull Up Nigeria, we came about the movement and we said it is breaking the myth that our votes do not count as young Nigerians. You know, because our spirits are low, our spirits are weak. Every time I'm having a conversation or trying to encourage anyone on the importance of getting their PVC, the first question is, who are we even voting for? You know, these people already know who is going to win in 2023. These people are this, these people are this. And there's so much negative energy that we begin to believe what is being said. And we just accept it that, you know, in 2023 is whoever they want there that will be there. You know, and when we look at 2019 election, Buhari, my president actually won with 15.2 million votes, you know, and you know, Atiku had 11 point something. Are we saying that Ebuka alone has 3 million followers? Davido has 20.3 million followers, you know? Are we saying that we cannot gather ourselves and unite and say we are going to take that extra pain, you know, that extra stress to say, I am going to get my PVC because that is my voice and that is what I'm going to use to make a difference as a Nigerian. Yeah. We go to spaces all the time. You hear people complaining, lamenting. I call them the lamentation clubs. And I say, you know, what is the solution? What is the way forward? How do we make a difference? And that's why we formed Pull Up Nigeria. We want to keep the momentum up. We're positive vibes, ginger team, move like we need to like just keep this energy up and keep
you talked
pushing.
About the myth there about people believing that their votes don't count. But one other myth that seems to be holding people back is the belief that the PVC process is tedious. How do you get people to understand that it's not? Because the INEC has said this
so many times. Yeah, there's so many first-time voters, and I will be ashamed to say, but I am a first-time voter because I am just tired, and I know so many of us are tired, and the process is seamless. You just have to go to the INEC website, cvr.inec.com. You register there. You would there they will tell you the timing to come in, and all the polling centers and places that, you know, the biometrics are going on. You go for your biometrics as easy as ABC. When I went there for biometrics, it was a conducive atmosphere. I just chit-chat outside a bit with a few people. Before you know, it was time for me to do my biometrics. And after your biometrics, they give you a temporary voter's card, and then you come and pick up your cards later. So I don't know why, you know, people think that it is so difficult, but that's why we're doing, that's why in Pull Up, we're doing holy grounds, where we're going to sort of be motivating people to say, it is not difficult, go and do it, you know. That's it. When we look at 2020 and NSAS and all that, we're trying to adopt something like that, but in a more conducive environment, in an environment where we are not stopping people from going to work, we are not stopping people from going to have their children, but we have an environment where we are activating and gingering ourselves and saying we are coming out in 2023, and those are the holy grounds that we are forming in at Pull Up Nigeria.
I have to echo that, because I know some people who also registered are saying, oh, but I've moved. And I would just say, go to the INEC website and just check. You know, this is actually easier than people think. Putting your number there, it will tell you what your status is generally and what you need to do if you need to do anything. So guys, it's actually not as complex as people make it out to be. I know the initial registration 7-8 years ago was quite tedious. So people still have that at the back of their mind.
What is actually complex is what is coming, you know. The registration.
Elections are elections. It's one day, people are going to take out that day
and
do their best. But the build up to it is actually...
it's seamless. But, you know, that election, we need to keep up that ginger, that momentum. Like, if Ebuka is tweeting every day, and so many people that have so many followers, And if Ebuka joins with Hawa, who says, oh,
Yes,
let me...
you know,
if Ebuka joins Hawa and I join the producers of this show and I join the market woman and the driver that brought us here, you know, we can just form a bond and we'll keep motivating ourselves towards the 2023 election. I keep telling people, I said personally, I was building data because I wanted to reach people directly, you know, when I'm marketing any product. And right now we have about 85 million direct phone numbers to Nigerians, right? And we say we're going to pull that in to Pull Up Nigeria and keep reminding people, go and get your PVC. You know, let's vote for that one-eyed man in the blind man's place, whatever. But we need to just keep motivating ourselves as young Nigerians and stay together to make that difference.
And one of the biggest complaints that a lot of young people have is the conflicts with where they register and where they live.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people are students, for example. They're in school now when registration is going on. They don't have time to go back home. Some people work 9 to 5s or, like we say in Nigeria, 7 to 7, really. There's no time to go back home and register. Weekends, they can't register. So they're wondering how. And the INEC doesn't seem to still have a clear cut, you know, process of how this could work. You know, they always say, oh, it's better to register where you're going to vote. But, you know, that complexity, I don't know, is there a way out for people in situations like that?
We haven't found a way out because what I keep preaching is that this is a once in a 4-year time event. So just you have to take a little inconvenience, you know, to make that change. So if you've registered for example, some of my people registered in Kano and they're working in Abuja and they go all the way back to Kano, you know, to do that thing because that is what is right. So really, we just have to keep educating ourselves and just, you know, energizing ourselves towards it and saying we will go out of our way to make this happen. That's the only way out.
Is that the biggest complaint you get from young people, though?
Yeah, the biggest complaint is you are Hawaii, wasting, you are too passionate. On top of this Nigeria, like, you know, people. What's the point? They say they already know who is going to win. You know, these people know who is going to be in 2023. There is no need. I have no voice. You know, they just get very depressed because of all the happenings, and there's no energy, you know, to push towards this 2023 elections. I know
INEC has extended the registration, voter registration. So for those who are watching, just give us a quick rundown of if you've never voted before, like you were a first-time voter, what do I need to do now?
If you have never voted, you just go on INEC website. It is, I think, cvr.inec.com. Just go and even if you just Google INEC registration, it will come out. When you go there, it's not more than 2 minutes, actually. You put in your name, your polling center, where you would, you know, like to go and do your biometrics. It is 2 minutes, right? You take a picture very quickly on a white background, you post it on the website, and it will give you like a list of places that, you know, that you can go. You can go to Yaba, you can go to Etiosa. There are so many places that they are doing biometrics enrollment. And you go, you know, you set an appointment, 10 a.m., 9 a.m. It's better if you said 10 a.m., be there for 9 a.m. You know, it will just make everything easier. You go there, enroll your biometrics, easy, everything is conducive. You have your temporary voter's card, you pick up your cards later, and we're good to go. It is not hard. It is not hard at all, at all.
What about moving polling units? Is that complex? Do you know?
Moving polling unit is not complex if you are sure of not changing another polling unit. You know, because what we hear is that people are not sure. You know, I don't know if I'll be here or I'll be there when the time comes. But if you are sure, it is easy. You go on the website, you change polling units, and that is like ABC. But if you're not sure, then that's where it becomes difficult because you need to be sure where you want to vote when the time comes.
All right. Thank you very much. I mean, on a final note, I guess I'll just talk about young people participating in the political process itself. Like you say, people always say, who are we going to vote for anyways? But there seem to be a few young people who are trying to run, maybe not for president, but for office. Do you think that could help in some way?
I think more young people should participate. You know, more young people should run, and we should because when I came up with the idea of Pull Up Nigeria, I wanted young people that interact with each other and help each other in different areas and different sectors. So yes, more young people, and I will be supporting every young person, but we're not necessarily just young. You have to have the capacity, and you have to have a track record, you know. But more young people should come out. More young people should lend their voice. We should just be together, unity, and I think that would change. That would make a big difference.
Thank you very much. How can we find Pull Up Niger?
You just www.pullupniger. You can register. You can start up a holy ground in your area. In Lagos, we're starting June 18th. Murion Kuala, we're going to be there. We have confirmed DJs like Consequence, Obi, Kentucky. It's a long list of actors that have agreed to be there. And we're just going to be motivating people to say, wait, you must come out in 2020, 2023. It's a motivation, it's a motivation movement. And we just keep the energy up until that time.
All the best. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Get your PVC.
Yes,
exactly.
You have
very,
to.
Very easy. All right.